All right, let's talk about money. I was on a tight budget to self-publish SEO for authors. How much exactly did I spend? Stay tuned to know the answer. Hey, I'm Estelle, author, content creator, and passionate speaker about all the things marketing and publishing. So click that subscribe button if you'd like to stick around. And know that you can register for a free search engine optimization challenge on my website. You will learn all about keyword research and website SEO. The link is in the description for you. There's a huge difference between my first and my last books in terms of self-publishing costs. For The Londoners, I went all in. It was my first book, baby. I wanted to do everything I could to have the best product possible. And publishing my first book had cost me around $1,000. And it still hasn't broken even as of today. So you can imagine that I didn't want to repeat the experience. With SEO for authors, I still wanted the best product possible, but I was on a tighter budget. I also had more information about what I could do to reduce the costs of self-publishing because I have been part of the industry a while longer than for the Londoners. So here's what I spent to self-publish my newest book. First category, ISBN. You need an ISBN to identify your book, and I needed two. One for the ebook, one for the paperback. I'm from the French part of Belgium, so I turned to the AFNIL, to get my two ISBNs. And actually, I already had them from a previous ISBN purchase. So the cost of two ISBNs was €5. The second category was the cover design. For The Londoners, I had paid almost $500. But this time around, I listened to Jay Roberts and hired a freelancer on Fiverr. The cost was €40. Yeah, that's $44. And the cover turned out great for the price I paid, so I'm really happy about it. Now, I write nonfiction. It's easier to get a good cover design in nonfiction, at least that's what I think, because it needs less work and it's less complicated. The third category was copy editing. I didn't hire a developmental editor on that book because I knew exactly what the book would be about and how I would explain all the concepts. SEO for Authors is a book I've written because I was invited to talk at multiple conferences about search engine optimization. My presentation was already completed. I simply needed to translate it in book format and to dive a bit deeper. I had 3 alpha readers and 2 beta readers. One of them was a friend of mine who still works in SEO. So I knew this book was rock solid and didn't need any developmental edits. Anyway, as I'm still not an English native speaker, I hired a copy editor of Fiverr to go through my manuscript. And that copy editor was also vetted by Reedsy, so I knew I could trust them. And I paid €86 for the copy edits, which is approximately $95, compared to the $500 I paid on copy edits for The Londoners. That turned out to be pretty cheap. The fourth and last category was proof copies. My husband did the interior formatting of the print version of the book. And yes, I'm lucky enough to have a husband who supports me and is good with a computer. Usually I format my own books, but I was so busy with work that he offered to help me out. So he did the formatting and I ordered a proof copy at €9. The shipping was what cost the highest because the printing itself was only €2 and something. Anyway, that's roughly $10 spent on proof copies. So, counting everything I spent to self-publish SEO for authors, the overall cost was €141.28. And that's $155.80. This book was really self-published on a budget. At the time of filming this video, SEO for Authors has been published for a bit over a week, my return on investment, or ROI, is negative by 78%. But it means that I've already got almost 25% of my money back, which is awesome. I do hope this video was helpful to make you realize you can self-publish a book on budget. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on the making of your book, but you do have to consider 3 things. First one, I publish nonfiction. This might not be a realistic budget for fiction author. Second, I'm Belgian, which means I'm not buying my ISBNs at an expensive price like in the UK or in the US. And third, I have design skills that are useful for book formatting, so I don't have to pay someone to do it for me. Or in this case, I have a husband that can do it for me. Anyway, enough rambling from me. Don't hesitate to leave a comment under this video to tell me what surprised you the most, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye!